Barely hooked, barely hooked.
Oh, God, that's buried in here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna come up front.
Now he knows he's hooked. When you come to Green Bay, Wisconsin and Fish Lake, Michigan, you are on a trophy muskie hunt. And that's what we've got going on the next couple days. I'm with my good friend, Bret Alexander. Bret, you guide out here. What's in store for us for the next 2 days, man?
Well, Jim, it's looking pretty good. A lot of fish just moved up onto the shallow flats. There's not a huge amount, but there's some big ones up there. There's a lot of bait up in the weeds. The cabbage is looking good. So I think we'll get a few fish. Green Bay is not a spot where you're going to come and catch, 10, 12 fish like Lake St. Clair, but you got a shot at a big fish. We got a lot of 50 pluses in here, so hopefully we'll put one in the boat.
And I love fishing for trophy muskies.
The Musky Hunter, brought to you by Yeti Coolers, Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Ontario, Canada, Shimano, Power Pro, Mercury Outboards, Ranger Boats, Motor Guide, Musky Frenzy Lures, and Chaos Tackle.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
As muskie anglers, we all plan, prepare, and are consumed in the pursuit of a trophy muskie. Skix is available with 2-piece saltwater tested tough technology for easy storage in your boat or truck, and are designed to handle any musky lure. You can be assured you're backed by precision Shimano technology. If you fish for skis, you need these. Well, you want to talk about perfect conditions. You wake up in the morning, it's foggy, it's humid, winds out of the south. It's supposed to be like 88 to 90 degrees. It is a real feel of muskie. The humidity, there's fog, kind of overcast clouds right now. The sun's going to come out, but when you wake up in the morning and you got this kind of feeling, man, you know it should be good. Bret, what kind of spot are we fishing out here?
Oh, Jim, it's just a big, really big flat right here. It's all cabbage on the edges and then a lot of sandgrass up on top. These fish just slid up here. A lot of perch and walleyes that slid up here and the muskies are following them. So we're just gonna grind shallow today and work weeds with blades.
Oh, he came off.
Watch him.
I just saw him in the last turn, made the turn, he nipped the back hook and I set and he just kept going straight. Right off, so. Got one. Barely hooked, barely hooked.
God, that's bigger in here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna come up front. Now he knows he's hooked. Around down there. Yes. Wow. Sneak attack on that IC-10. Black silver, imagine that. Something different. That moon just setting down. Right as the moonset came, this one came right in on a figure 8. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice one. Gotta love that. Oh yeah. Beauty. You never know when you might get a sneak attack. It is amazing how that always happens on so many lakes, moonrise, moonset. Even when it's bright and sunny out, you get some action. But I know you see that, but you know, around the full moon or the new moon, do you see that there's typically peaks that, you know, when bigger fish tend to move, or is it really weather related for you? Yeah, you know, great question, Jim. A few things I picked up on, and one that holds true every year is like a full moon, starting about 5 days before that full moon, the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd day before the full moon is always, they're always rocking here in Green Bay for some reason. So you watch those periods and you learn from year to year when they like to fire, and you want to make sure you're on the water all day during those days, that's for sure. It's calm. You think, oh, there's no way you'd see them coming no matter what. Man, they could be down 3 foot below your bait, not see them. They're dark backs. You make a turn and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that big white mouth comes in. Terrorize you. That's kind of why we do it. Oh, there's one. Got him. Nice one. Oh, he's off. Big one. Oh, man. Oh, that was a big one. I jacked him too. Pulled him forward. Came off, almost fell out of the boat. Oh no, I've never seen anybody almost fall out of the boat. Holy man. Yeah, you had a lot of momentum going. Yeah, because he just came and hit it like that, coming right at me, you know, and so I set the hook and pulled him towards me. How did that happen? It is super hot and humid out here, and as a result of that, we fished hard in the morning, and then we took a couple-hour break, and now we're back out in the afternoon, kind of for an afternoon shift, gonna fish till it's dark. A lot of times when it's super hot like that, rather than just have your energy totally zapped from that afternoon sun, take a break and be able to get back out in the afternoon and fish till dark, because a lot of times that sun comes down, it can be prime time. Got him. Jim, we just moved that fish. We came back, set up, and he hit again. Love it. Oh, he smoked it. Big fish, big fish. Oh, yeah, that's a good one, Jim. Oh, big fish. Oh, that was well over 50. Oh. God, that was like a 54-inch fish, Jim.
It was a giant.
Giant fish. Oh, how did he get off of it? Just couldn't get, go for it. Man, what a heartbreaker. Just an absolute heartbreaker. 54-inch giant. Did you see the head on that thing?
Yeah, that thing was huge. It was like, oh man, that is rough.
There's no feeling like it. When you prep the gear, done the research, found the spots, nailed the presentation, and now there's only one thing left to do. Keep fishing. So gear up with all the best fishing gear, only at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Shop in-store or online.
The ultimate fishing system. Your choice of powerful fish-finding tools, all connected. From sonar and trolling motor to navigation and networking. To fit the way you fish. All with touchscreen control from HDS Live, the heart of your system. Find more, see more, catch more. Upgrade to the ultimate fishing system and get up to $1,000 cash back.
At Mercury, we invested thousands of hours of engineering manpower so you can enjoy hours and hours of untapped horsepower. The V6 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly. At Mercury, there are no limits to what we'll do to make sure you have no limits either. The V8 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
As musky anglers, we all plan, prepare, and are consumed in the pursuit of a trophy muskie. Skix is available with two-piece saltwater-tested tough technology for easy storage in your boat or truck and are designed to handle any musky lure. You can be assured you're backed by precision Shimano technology. If you fish for skis, you need these.
The tour is back. Yeah! Ontario, Canada. The breathtaking scenery. The incredible wildlife. The endless sunsets. And the muskies. Ontario, Canada is home to the greatest musky waters in the world. And giant muskies are awaiting your next cast. Ontario, Canada, where musky dreams come true. Travel safely in Ontario.
Leland Johnson from Walker, Minnesota, went muskie fishing for the first time with friend Chase and his dad Chris Whitney on Leech Lake and caught and released this 52-incher within his first 10 minutes on the water.
Here in Green Bay, this big flat or point that we're fishing is huge. I mean, really huge. But within it, we've got a smaller section that really has more fish. So it's kind of the spot on the spot, but it's definitely smaller, wouldn't you say, Bret? I mean, this is a much smaller stretch.
Yeah, most definitely, Jim. This is a huge area we're fishing today, but I've spent hours and hours and hours dissecting and marking out all the thickest pieces of cabbage. So there's only little portions of it that I'm working, and I've got it all marked out. So if you watch me, I'm always watching my map and watching where I'm going because I know where all these weeds are. There's a lot of dead area where these fish won't normally sit. You know, and they change from day to day. Some days they're in the weeds, some days they're in the sand. So you got to use your graph and go out and figure them out. Then do what you do, you know, find the weeds, or if they're in the sand, and work them over. Out there. Coming quick.
Okay, coming in hot.
Oh, it's a big one, Jim. Big, okay. Big. Oh, that's a big fish. I got
got him.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Man,
Nice.
she smoked it and came right at me. All of a sudden my blades were gone. Burned it, and all of a sudden she was there.
That's awesome.
I didn't get a great hook set on her, but man, did she come at me hard.
Nice fish. Yeah. Getting through the grind. Sun going down, working an area, finally coming through. That's what musky fishing is all about, particularly on the bait, because this is a giant.
As you can see what we're doing, we let the fish recover for a little bit in the net before we pull it out, especially these really big fish like this. She just fought really hard and she's stressed, so we're letting her come back a little bit before we pull her in the boat. She's been sitting for quite a while now, so she's ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big fish, Jim.
That's a giant. Yeah, let me get a photo of her. Look towards me. Yeah, beauty.
Say right around 50.
Yeah, that is a giant fish.
Want to
You
move
need
that
the
net, bud?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's on a few of your
Just
baits.
pull, yeah.
I'll just get this out of your way like that. Beautiful fish. Nice head on it. Big belly.
There she goes. That's a big old beast.
Nice job, Bret.
She just inhaled it coming at me really hard.
That's awesome. It is a great feeling when you feel the tick, you lose the blade. And then when you catch up to it, it's just solid.
I just started burning the reel, then I felt her, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
When you get these long days, we'll call it the grind, but it's all part of musky fishing. I mean, you have to go through it no matter where you fish. Part of it is just trying to stay mentally sharp. So throughout the day, I'm fishing the same bait, but I'm changing retrieve speeds. I'll go faster every now and then, slower every now and then. Try to just experiment with my retrieve speed and see if that might get those fish to bite. Always really trying to pay attention, particularly at boat side on a figure eight. I'm really important to make sure, watch what's happening, because a lot of times in these bright lull conditions, those fish will come at boat side. That's when you're gonna see them. And the other thing I do is just to kind of keep myself sharp as I'm going through every now and then, I'll just, practice a couple hook sets just to kind of make sure, your muscles are loose, you're in the game. And so I do whatever I can, play little mental games, just trying to stay sharp, because you gotta survive the grind. This is the new Musky Frenzy IC10 bucktail. And what's unique about it, it has a number 10 Colorado blade and a number 10 Indiana blade. So it produces tremendous flash and vibration, but it doesn't pull as hard as a standard double 10. It also has the textbook Musky Frenzy one-piece clevis that you typically have, which allows the blades to be spread, so they always rotates really well. It's got two big skirts, it's heavy, it's a big profile bait. If you love to fish double 10 bucktails, check out the IC10. It is a big fish catching machine.
There's no feeling like it. When you prep the gear, done the research, found the spot, nailed the presentation, and now there's only one thing left to do. Keep fishing. So gear up with all the best fishing gear, only at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Shop in-store or online.
Ontario, Canada. The breathtaking scenery, the incredible wildlife, the endless sunsets, and the muskies. Ontario, Canada is home to the greatest musky waters in the world, and giant muskies are awaiting your next cast. Ontario, Canada, where musky dreams come true. Travel safely in Ontario.
When there's miles of water in front of you and hundreds of feet below, you need a boat with the chops to dominate, no matter the conditions. With the strength and technology to overcome the elements and the competition. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time.
At Mercury, we invested thousands of hours of engineering manpower so you can enjoy hours and hours of untapped horsepower. The V6 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly. At Mercury, there are no limits to what we'll do to make sure you have no limits either. The V8 Mercury Pro XS. Light, quick, efficient. Mercury, go boldly.
It's time for the Yeti Tough Moment. Green Bay, Wisconsin is home to some of the largest muskies on the planet. Although it holds giant muskies, like many Great Lakes systems, the spots are large, the waves can be big, and the fish move with the bait. Green Bay is a challenge for even the most seasoned muskie hunters. Understanding the muskies' movements and being persistent can get you a shot at a trophy. You just have to get them into the boat. Now that's Yeti Tough.
We got a north wind today. It's still warm, but not nearly as humid as yesterday. And Bret, you think these fish reposition in a wind like this, or is it?
Yeah, Jim, I'll tell you, a lot of times when you have a big wind switch, especially out of the north, what it does is blow colder water down. The fish will definitely reposition on structure because it's going to move the bait fish around. So basically the end that they were on yesterday, those bait fish moved all back down to the north end of this piece of structure. When you have that happen, the muskies usually tend to follow them also.
Now Bret's got the Ranger 622, and I normally fish out of the Ranger 620, so this is a full 2 foot plus larger than my boat. This deck is enormous up here, Bret, it really is. And I mean, how do you like it? You've been fishing with it all season, right?
Yeah, Jim, I'll tell you, I've ran many years. I ran the 621, which is an amazing boat. I made the decision to switch and try the 622. And I gotta tell you, I don't think I'm gonna go back to a 21 just because when I have 4 guys on the boat, I can cast 3 guys off that front deck is just huge. So you cast 3 guys off the front deck, 1 guy off the back. So you got plenty of room for 4 guys. You're never riding sideways in the water again. It levels the boat out. So if you got one heavier guy on one side and a skinny guy on the other side, it'll level your boat. Nice flat ride. So I love it. I think they hit a home run with this boat. Got him, nice one. Ooh, down.
All right, he bumped that blade and was slack, and I thought it was something, and I reeled up a nothing, and he came back and just hit it again. I tell you, you just have to be in tune with your blade. One thing great about that Shimano Skix rod is it is so sensitive. I can feel those blades on this Musky Frenzy blades go, and all of a sudden they were gone. I set the hook, nothing, kept reeling, and all of a sudden, boom, hit it again. All right. Again, right at moonset. Just a nice fish. Let me scooch over here. I'm gonna let him go on this other side of the boat. I got too much stuff over there on that side. So I'll just scooch right over. Gotta love it. Man, scrappy, but we will take them. That is for sure. Wow! He was powerful. Not happy. But
Marking one right straight out to the side of me right now. There's a pack of them right here. Got 3 of them right next to me. Fish, 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 big one.
Yeah.
Come on.
That was a nice one, man.
Yeah, that was a 4-footer almost.
He lit up.
47.
See him coming. We've come back out in the afternoon and the weather's changed and something else has changed. We picked up one of Bret's buddies, Chris Barch. Now Chris guides out here, and according to Bret, Chris is quite the musky guy, which I know he is, but we just got to give him a hard time a little bit that. So we've got 3 of us out here trying to get this thing done and get one more shot at a big one before we got a caller on this 2-day muskie hunt.
I always tell everybody Green Bay is, these fish are sitting in a recliner and they have everything they want around them to eat. There's a little treat that comes by every once in a while, and sometimes they want to just get it right away. Sometimes it takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to go by to get it. And
you think there's like different muskies following, let's say, some of the shad out there versus the ones that are feeding on the perch?
Yeah, yeah.
Different, almost like different schools.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got your whitefish eaters. A lot of those fish, you'll notice, will have lamprey marks on them and whatnot, and I think that's all coming from deep water. They're heavy. They're built well, they hit hard, and they pull back when you set the hook.
Yeah, Bret knows all about that. One behind it, yeah. Got him.
Oh, you little bugger. No, I was going to set back, but I didn't want to jack you.
Whose bait did it come in on?
Came in on hit. And he just blew it. He just blew the hook.
I blew it. I whiffed that one big time. Big time.
Green Bay is trophy muskie water. And if you want to catch them, you got to fish with Bret Alexander and the crew from Alexander Sport Fishing. Join us next week for the Big Fish Adventure on The Muskie Hunter.
Oh, got him, got him, got him, got him. Oh, it's a big one, Jim. Big.
Okay.
Got him.
Oh, he's off.
Oh, big fish. Oh!
The Musky Hunter has been brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Big head, big what? Nope, it was just weed, just bumped something. Anything unusual. Weed up there, Well, Bret, I really appreciate you doing this with me, man.
Yeah, no problem. It's always fun. Always a good time.